96. Bury the hatchet. Med, off starboard edge of the CDG. Now it's another fight against multiple swarming opponents in close quarters. On the upside, it's not in the cramped enclosed spaces below decks. On the downside, the enemy is fucking on fire. Oh, and the deck beneath her feet is slick and heaving, and wind-blasted rain lashes down, and a 50,000-ton carrier is dying 10 feet away. Also on the downside, the rain isn't putting the enemy out, suggesting they're coated not with aviation fuel, but some type of flammable lubricating oil or hydraulic fluid, or maybe even cleaning solvents, who the fuck knows. What Yael mainly knows is there are now at least 3 very compelling fucking reasons she can't let these infected, biting, blazing dead bastards close to her, and everywhere on this boat is too close. She drops the girl, giving her a shove toward the cabin, the best she can do, gets her Glock out in the tightest CAR deployment of all time, and starts weaving, sidestepping, dancing, ducking under burning, grasping arms, and making point-blank headshots on flame-rippling faces with wide-open, ravening, cooking mouths. Another quote invades her overloaded, time-slowing mind. "Why, this is hell, nor am I out of it." Marlowe. Faustus. Jesus fucking Christ. This is definitely some kind of hell. The Glock goes dry fast, and she jams it back and pulls the tomahawk from her belt. So it's come to this. She really wishes she had a baseball bat, or length of 2x4, or big-ass iron bar to clear this deck, knocking these motherfuckers overboard, but shit in one hand and wish in the other and see which fills up first. So she just goes with what she's got, not risking the chopping edge getting wedged in a skull, instead using the spike to aerate skulls, but mainly just jamming the flat steel top into faces to knock them back, pivoting to jam her boot soles into chests to shove them away or over the side. She's so closely, tightly, and perilously engaged, limbs and whooshing fire and gnashing teeth looping all around her, that she doesn't have time, space, or bandwidth to look over when she hears the girl scream, but does hear a splash, so has a pretty good idea which way that went. She'll just deal with that, namely pulling the girl on board again if she lives through the next 5 seconds. Never mind, gets the boat clear. She's only just gotten a handle on the rear dock, turning to deal with the flaming dead bastards who fell on the cabin roof and are now sliding and dropping down, when she realizes survivors in the water, infected or not, she doesn't give a good goddamn, are hauling themselves up over the gunnels, trying to overrun her ass yet again. She does a quick round of whack-a-mole, using the side hammer of the hatchet on grasping hands, punctuated with kicks on the ones already halfway up and over, which puts a temporary end to the boarding operation, then turns to the last 2 flaming assholes dropping down and rushing her. She's exhausted, frustrated, and has basically had enough of this fucking bullshit, so she puts a wide 2-armed side swing into the neck of the flaming son of a bitch lurching into her face, sending its fire-licked head spinning off into the darkness, body splashing into the pooled water at her feet, then resets and power hurls the axe overhand at the last dude, burying the blade up to the handle in the middle of his flaming face, also dropping him to the deck. Finally, she goes to the port side, the one lamentably closest to the carrier, where she thinks the girl jumped overboard. Sure enough, that beacon flashes serenely down in the waves just out of reach. Yael leans out, brings her rifle around, and sticks it out barrel first. It's just long enough, and the girl reaches for it, grabbing onto the suppressor with both hands. This leaves the weapon pointing directly at her face, which is not what you'd call ideal gun safety. But fuck it, they've both got much bigger problems. But even as Yael braces herself to haul the girl back in, she sees the ugly, torn, bleeding bite wound on her shoulder, and she freezes dead again, and also dead inside, utterly. Her finger curls around her trigger. All it would take is 4.5 pounds of pressure and a half-inch of travel. It would be so easy, and it would be by far the best thing. But there's absolutely no way she can do it. She also can't bring the girl on board, not now. And she can't stay there. Finally, she can't move or make a decision, but she has to. More bodies rain down from the flight deck, jumping or being pushed, hitting the water all around, close to her boat, but miraculously not on it again. More panicked swimming survivors are also converging, all going for what's clearly their one shot at safety or survival. all the life rafts nearby being swamped. Having just cleared this boat, she's going to have to do it again. Or more likely, get overrun, swamped herself, taken down. Heart shrinking and freezing and tearing, even more than it did when she sailed away from Bluebell on Rhodes. Yael essentially barrel strikes the girl, but in the life vest, shoving her away and breaking her grip on the suppressor. She pulls her weapon back in, turns, and manages to stand. Every nerve, muscle fiber, cell, all wooden, numb, and dead. She lurches back into the cabin, through the filthy pooling water, stepping around and over bodies, some smoking, some still burning. Reaching the pilot controls, she grips the wheel with one dead hand and the throttle with the other, jamming it into the console. The prow of the boat rises as giant plumes of water launch into the night behind her, and she steers and powers straight into the flaming inferno on the sea surface directly ahead, guessing but not knowing she'll be able to punch through, and not even knowing for sure if she wants to. But she does make it, the glass in front of her glowing brilliant white and orange as she cuts into the sheets of flame, then black and dripping again as she emerges out into the gloom of the gale. Nothing but the blackness of storm-tossed open water ahead. And fire, death, and total horror behind. But with Yael once again still alive.